What's up, guys? It's Carter, back with a video probably 2 years too late. But I just got the urge to do a home gym tour. A lot's changed since my last home gym tour. It's probably been 2.5 years or something. Not sure if I've done a home gym tour in this particular configuration, but if not, hey, we're gonna go ahead and cover it. I'll give you a once over. So lots changed. This is the basement of my, kind of small town home. It's about 240 square feet, roughly. I've have some challenges with this space. For one, I have a drop ceiling over here that's it's pretty low, might be about 7 feet clearance there. Then I got a fireplace over here. So obviously I can't put anything too tall over here or it won't be functional. And then I went ahead with carpet tile just for kind of a multifunctional floor. It's actually worked out really well for me down here. So now that that's out of the way, I got my barbell wall over here. I have a Elite FTS American Camber bar at the top. Under that, a Rogue, this is the Texas Power Bar that I almost never use because the knurling's pretty aggressive. I might use it for like barbell rows or something, but that's about it. Under that is a Boneyard Rogue squat bar. I never use that. That thing is a massive beast. It's super thick. I guess the good thing about it is it doesn't flex under load, but it's too much. I only grabbed it because it was a Boneyard. I got a pretty good deal on it, but probably wouldn't get it again. Under that is a Strong Arm Sport sumo deadlift bar. As you can see, the knurling is in the middle, and there's smooth for the rest of the bar, so you're not scraping your shins up. Under that, I got my Rogue Ohio deadlift bar. I use that quite a bit for deadlifts. Under here is my daily driver. That is the Rogue Ohio Power Bar. Under that, I have a Titan, I guess that's the Yukon bar. Do that for squat, bench. It's been a pretty good bar. Nice price point too. Under that is what my wife and my teenage son sometimes use for, Olympic lifts or whatever lifts they're doing. It's going to be a thinner bar. It's a women's bar. Under that, we have the Transformer bar. Kind of miss my SS yoke, but the Transformer bar is kind of a jack of all trades and really cool for conjugate when you want to get in some different variations. Under that is a Strong Arm Sport camber bar. It looked really cool, but I don't like this bar because it actually rotates here, which makes it want to slide off my back, like roll off my back when I'm trying to do, heavier squats. Not ideal. Probably wouldn't go with that one again, unless you're using it for something like bench or something. But it just oscillates too much during squats. And then under that, we had the Vulcan open trap bar. I wouldn't go with that again. I'd probably go with the rep. I bought that before the rep one came out, and there really wasn't a whole lot of options out when I bought it. And it is what it is. I don't use it a whole lot, so I haven't felt the need to upgrade. I got some Freedom Strength sandbags. They got kind of recently. I got a 50, 100, and a 150. Over here, I have the GetRx, roller pad, also like a low row foot plate. Pair with my tower over here. Foam roller. I got a heavy bag that I hang up occasionally, and what I do is I hook it up to my upper pulley system here and kind of counterweight it with the Rhino. Pretty versatile rack over there. Right here I got I guess this is the first version of the Freak Athlete Nordic Hyper Pro. You can probably tell because all the knobs here are red. They went with like a multicolor one for their next version, and I didn't really like that. It made it kind of look like a toy. I see why they did it because of the learning curve with all the knobs and adjustment points, but I really liked the black and red aesthetic for my gym personally. And then I have the upgraded GHD pad back there. I use this a ton for GHRs and 45-degree hypers. It's been really, really good for that since I have such a small space. I really liked having a GHD in my training. Obviously, it's just kind of too big for my space, but having this and it being able to fold up and kind of move out of the way, and like this is my glass sliding door to my backyard back here, so I can just roll this out of the way whenever I need to get out. So this thing has been perfect, and it's ideal for small spaces. Over here I have the Rep Pepin dumbbells. I have the Black Widow stand for it. Then I have this like storage post. It was an extra upright I had from my old Rep setup. As you see, I have a 3-piece kind of storage unit over here that I made. So this was kind of the 4th upright that was just wasn't getting used. So I decided to mount it to the back of this. And back here I have a custom made piece, little bracket piece from Bremy. So hit him up for all your custom needs. Him or Black Widow. I know the guy from Black Widow gets really backed up with orders, but Bremy's doing great work. This is some of his little other pieces up here. I've gone to him for a few different things. He's been great to work with, so I highly recommend him. I got a Mutant Metals UDA, kind of just in the storage position. I have, these are the Micro Gains 1.25s for the Rep Pepins. Right here I have just the adder weights that came with the Rep Pepins, but also a pretty cool little storage solution from, I can't remember, that's like a 3D printed thing I got off Etsy. Can't remember the maker's name. I got a GetRx kind of link piece for these cables here, so you can link it for a 1-to-1 cable ratio. Right here I have a Rep handle, landmine handle. I do have a landmine attachment down here that is fixed to my cable tower. Oh, and also down here in the stored position is the Rep Pegasus that I use in conjunction with this tower quite a bit, and my Rep one, or my Rep Rhino Rogue setup I got over here, and I'll get into that shortly. But I went with the 200-pound stack. This is actually a shorter version than they sell on the website. I think I just bugged the shit out of them, and they finally just gave me the option to get a shorter tower. I think this one's like 86 inches because my ceiling height is 90 inches down here. So I think theirs is like 92, 93 inches. Just wouldn't fit my basement, and I just had to have this. So I think just to shut me up, they gave me one. They offered me one that was 86 inches. It's been really great. I would prefer to have the extra height for the weight plate travel or the cable travel, because you do get kind of limited with your range of motion, but it's not too bad. It's pretty good. I'm still waiting on my Phoenix upgrade for the Phoenix arms. So looking forward to getting those in. Got my wall control unit over here. A ton of stuff, cable attachments. Of course, I store my shoes up on top. Collars, a lot of random odds and ends that I could just hang over here, get kind of out of the way, and look presentable, easy to find. Here I got my Ironmaster Superbench Pro. Nice little handle that I found off Etsy. And then I kind of store it in between this custom cart that I actually made before Black Widow put out theirs. It was originally designed, I designed it for the Pepins, the Rep Pepins I was getting in. I knew I was going to need a nice stand for it. And this ended up being the one for my Iron Masters, which it kind of worked better for. I got some band pegs down here that I keep the weight plates on. This is from Rogue. It's like a storage panel, which kind of makes it a little wider than I'd probably like it to be. So you see I can stand in it. It's a little wide, but pretty good. Back here I have a storage, little storage basket, I guess you'd call it. I wanted the one from Oak Club, but it's just too expensive. Like shipping and everything coming from Canada, just too much. This one's from Bells of Steel. Pretty cool. Able to attach it to the panel. at the back, kind of have some stuff stored out of the way. Back here I got my leg rollers stored out of the way as well. So that's really worked out well for my Iron Masters. Over here I have an Iron Master storage cart that's for the dumbbells, but it's just kind of a nice all-purpose cart. It's got wheels, or caster wheels on them. Same with the one that I made custom. And if you were wondering, these are just some uprights that I cut just with a circular saw using a special blade to cut metal. Here I just got some, milk crates with some storage. I got some cut up rubber tiles for setting up block pulls, doing deadlifts, stuff like that. Yoga blocks. This is a bench block here. I got the bamboo bar that I hardly ever use. Over here is my storage solution. I got since my space is small, I have a lot of attachments that'll just hook onto my rack to accomplish a lot of exercises. So I just kind of came up with this storage solution. It's kind of like an L shape where I can just kind of keep all my attachments in the corner and kind of keep them out of the way and presentable. So I have like some isolator pieces here. I have this oak club. Forget what they even call that. The JM, I think. I use it for like easy bar curls, for rows, chest supported rows, stuff like that. It's been pretty handy. I have the Griffin mono lift attachments. These have been great. And pretty much just for bench. I wouldn't recommend them for squats. There's not really enough clearance. But for bench, I really like them to be able to set up a heavy bench, not have to have a spotter or kind of unrack it and lose that scapular retraction. Right here I got another cool little storage solution from Etsy. This one stores the Iron Master bench seat, and then another attachment over here on the top. Pretty cool. A lot of this stuff you guys can see on my Instagram. I'm much more active on Instagram these days, posting workouts, new equipment, stuff like that. And I'm also pretty interactive with people who have questions about, equipment or any kind of setups that I do. Over here I have these ratchet straps. I kind of just use them like for like ring push-ups and stuff like that. Really strong, adjustable. Turned out to be a good solution instead of like the rings or Olympic rings. Over here, another isolator part. This is that GetRx center post mount. That's been really cool. I knew it would come in handy, but it's coming handy for a lot more things than I originally thought. I use it in conjunction with my rack to do lat pull downs. I'll center it in the rack. Use the upper pulley attachment, connect it down here to the Rhino cable, and that's how I'll do. Oh, and then use the Rep Pegasus, attach it to that center post, and go to town. It's been really good. It's good for other little setup hacks as well. I got this utility bench. I never use that thing. I swear, I never use that. I don't use the hip thrust pad because I have this multi-use roller now. I use this quite a bit more, especially for like hip thrusts, but that's about all I use it for. I have other solutions that are a little less awkward, but it is a cool piece. More isolator pieces up here. These are some off-center rack attachments. I don't really use those too much either. I got some bullet pulleys over here. I was using those for like different chest fly setups since I don't have a full functional trainer. I also got them to do for some hacks and stuff, but a lot of that stuff didn't really work out, so I don't use them too much. Some roller J cups from Titan, isolator, and some more parts down there. And then a preacher curl. I think that's from Bolt. That comes with this little attachment piece here, and it actually fits with the Iron Master Super Bench Pro. If you guys are looking for a different option than what Iron Master offers for preacher curl pad. And here is the beast, the big centerpiece of the gym, which is the Rogue Rhino dropped inside of a PR 5000. I custom cut the uprights to get them as tall as I could in my space. Like I said, it was 90 inches tall, so these are about 88-inch uprights. Got these pull-up handles. These are from Rogue. They don't make these anymore, but there's another one I think that Basement Brandon just reviewed not too long ago that's very similar, that would be a lot cheaper and probably even a little bit better. Here is the surplus strength upper pulley system. These carabiners I got from Dial Motion. They're very nice because they don't get snagged on anything. Those round edges. But the upper pulley system, I have this other piece from Dial Motion, which is their cable retractor. So what I did was put some magnets. I don't know if you can see. There's some magnets up under there, and I kind of just can store it out of the way like that and pull it down when I need it. Up here, I got some custom gear. This is from Marcus 922 Designs. Saw him at Home Gym Con. He's done some stuff for me. I've been in contact with him over the years. Really cool guy. This is from Darko. I have this Mutant Metals, I guess it's the arc attachment with these UDA handles that I use for lat pull downs. I have this, what's the name of this? Gungnir Easy Curl Bar. Super expensive bar. Really cool because you got that adjustable collar that's built into it. But outside of that, you know, it's just a curl bar, but really cool. And have the Rhino down here, some more custom stuff. I have a lot of these little hooks, these little magnetic hooks off of Amazon that are pretty useful. I'll use that a lot of times for this hook to keep it out of the way, but it's too short at the moment. I have all these different little, what do you call those? Speed pins from a lot of different brands. Surplus Strength, Bells of Steel, there's a Dial Motion, more UDA handles from Mutant Metals, as if I needed more. And guess what? I have more up here. Store out of the way. This is the ones I bought from the Rogue website. Knurling is not quite as aggressive. I like them a little more for dips. Here's the Stealth Spotters from Surplus Strength. These and the ones from Bremy are probably the best low profile spotters on the market. Here's some Eleiko Oppen collars, I think is what they call them. I really like those. I had the Kepi ones first, and they worked really well. And I liked them so much I wanted to support Eleiko, the original designer of that type of collar. Got some Griffin J-cups. What else I got going on? Some Rogue wedges that I don't use a whole lot anymore. These tiles right here, I cut out little corners, used them on top of the Rhino. Kind of keeps the noise down a little bit and elevates you a little bit as well. I got stickers all over the Rhino. It kind of started, you get this one sticker with the Rhino, and then I started just adding some. Got to kind of customize my tower with a lot of things that I like, a lot of brands that I bought for the home gym. These are 35-pound plates. I just kind of keep them on the Rhino because the trolley itself weighs about 30 pounds. So, with the two 35s, it brings it to 70, keeps it at about 100, and it's easy to plate math because math is not my thing. So here we got some more stickers. On this side, a lot of recognizable brands and stuff that I like. Bunch of plate storage here on the side because, like I said, don't have a lot of room for like a weight tree or anything like that. Almost forgot about the VTS. I have the feather barbell currently in it, and as you see, there's no sleeves, but we have sleeves built in that are also removable that you can twist off. But this works a lot like a Smith machine if you're not familiar with it. I took this back plate off just to save a little range of motion there in the back. It's been working just fine without it. get over here to, I have some storage. This is from Bells of Steel. Keep my bands, you know, ab straps. I have a front squat harness, belt squat, different, you know, bands and whatnot. Got a weighted vest. This is from Iron Master. Another little hook to hang hats and whatnot on. I have some belts. I got the sit-up attachment for the Iron Master bench. Down here, well, this big piece is the Rogue Hyper Z. I used to have the West Side barbell one, the one that folded up, but I kind of outgrew it, and I wanted something a little more robust. This is overkill for a home gym, but you know, I had such big back problems that it was probably worth the investment, but I probably could have gone with something like Titan. It would have been just as good. And here we have, this is just like a Bluetooth speaker when I'm jamming out, getting my lifts in. Over here, I've had a lot of different things over here. For a little while, I had a seated leg curl, leg extension. There's a rotary style one from Xmark. That was all right, but I wanted to make room to get this hack squat leg press combo from Force USA. And I put it on casters just because, again, my space is small. I knew I didn't have the space to just set it up because I'd have to be able to load the plates on there. So when I want to use it, I just wheel it out a little bit and I can load the plates on. I can lock the caster wheels in, you know, and do my sets. Been doing a lot more hack squats than leg presses lately, just trying to build up my quads. Both movements are really good. Leg press is what I did first the most, and that's really good, but you have to load it up a lot heavier, and it can be kind of a plate eater. I have some storage over here, just some of those rubber tiles from Titan, Lead FTS, box squat, just ab mat. This little balance pad, it was like $70. This was like super expensive, but it is so durable. I had another one that just like ripped up within 5 months. This one, I use it for hip thrusts and all kinds of stuff, using bars with knurling. Hasn't even put a dent in it, so that's been a really cool pad, probably worth the money. Over here, I got another milk crate with a bunch of chains that I use for squats, deadlifts, bench, and then also a shorter box for when I want to get like deep box squats in. But that is pretty much everything. You know, my custom Carter Home Gym flag over here, and that about sums it up. Let me know what you guys think. You guys want me to come back to YouTube, or did you guys forget I was gone? I don't really miss the long form content so much. It's a lot of work, but you know, I just kind of wanted to give a gym tour because I might be moving to another space, so I kind of want to document it. So let me know what you guys, if there's anything you guys want me to elaborate on or you have questions about, you can drop it in the comments, or you can hit me up on Instagram, the Carter Home Gym, and I'm a lot more responsive and active on there as well. So thanks for watching. You guys take care.